With all these AI tools coming into the picture and everyone just switching over to tech, if you don't know how to code, you might soon be left behind. In this video, I will in fact be talking about practical points and things that you can use, even AI tools that you can use in order to start learning to code. When I actually started to code, I was in my first year of college. So this was around 4 years back. And back then, I started with Python, I started learning JavaScript and even building some basic mobile apps as well. These apps were generally made using Android Studio for Android apps, and I also started to learn Flutter by then. So how did I learn about all of these things? I started learning through YouTube videos. Say for example, if I wanted to learn Flutter development, I'd just search for Flutter development tutorial. I'd watch an entire tutorial or an entire playlist, and that's how I used to learn. Then I switched over to Udemy courses. There, just for a small fee, I used to get an entire structured course right on my fingertips. So that's the second method of how I started to learn how to code. But the problem with these methods is that it gets obsolete quite quickly. For example, if I wanted to learn Flutter or web development or anything for that matter, it would be quite obsolete to learn anything from the last year. The courses would need to be updated on a regular basis, and only a course which is published in 2023 will actually solve all of my needs. So yes, the biggest problem is that all the technologies that you want to learn need to be updated quite frequently. And how do you get this? You actually cannot do this using a course. If you're watching a video course, it's very difficult for the person who's recording it to actually re-edit it or re-record it in order to stay updated with the relevant information. If I wanted to learn coding, I would actually go over to ChatGPT and start asking questions depending on what is the tech stack or what is the technology that I want to learn. For example, it's just a basic application wherein you can video call your friends. Now, if I wanted to build an application like that, what I'd need to do is I'll just go over to ChatGPT, I'll write the prompt, I'll make sure that it gives me exact detailed steps of everything that I need to learn, and it basically teaches me all of these things as well. It will give you all the references that you might need to look at and all the things that you might have to do in order to start building your own application. The only skill that you need to develop is asking the right questions. If you ask the right questions to ChatGPT, in no time you will be an expert in whatever you are trying to learn. In fact, about a couple of months back, I wanted to learn how to create Chrome extensions. Now, creating Chrome extensions, it's quite simple, especially for a developer. But the problem was I had no experience with it. I had never created a Chrome extension before, so I just asked ChatGPT in order to help me and guide me with the same. I took up a project which was Helper AI, and you can go check the video out if you want to buy the source code. But with Helper AI, I created an entire Chrome extension using ChatGPT only. I kept asking the right questions. I asked it for writing the codes for the entire Chrome extension as well as explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. Okay, so now that you've built your own project, how do you go forward? The best thing would be to share this project out with the world. You share it on your social media handles, just like I did with Helper AI. I made a YouTube video about it and shared my entire source code as well. So start sharing anything that you learn. Even if you're watching this YouTube video, this is a great way to start off with your social media journey and sharing things that you're learning over the internet. You can start off with this video and you can share it with your friends and tell them that this is what I learned by spending maybe 8 to 10 minutes on this video. This will also help you in getting the distribution, which is very important if you're building any sort of project. Also, make sure to have a strong GitHub portfolio. GitHub is probably the best way to not only get hired, but also to learn coding and make a community as well. So if you want to start with open source contributions, you can check out my video on it as well. If you have a really good project idea that you want to work on or you've already worked on and you want to share it with your friends, then do comment it down below. I want to learn about what are the ideas that you guys are working on or are passionate about, so that maybe we can work on it together. That's it for this video. Do press the like button, do subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.